Yo, what's up everybody? It's Johnny back with another video, back with Swing Trading School. I think this is day 10, if I'm not mistaken, and we've been grinding through this. There's been a lot of good videos, and in today's video, I actually want to talk about psychology because you guys might be having a hard time in your trading, whether you're a beginner trader, intermediate, or have been doing this for like a year. You might be having a hard time with your mental, you know what I mean? Trading is not all about just having a crazy profitable system. It's also about being able to control yourself in situations, control your mindset, and become the best version of yourself. And in today's video, I kind of want to talk about a little bit of greed, a little bit of impatience, you know what I mean, FOMO, and just those typical emotional standpoints in your trading. Right now, trust me, I've been through them all. So like, if you're the type of person where you get greedy really fast, you know what I mean, you let winning trades turn to losing trades, you end up holding red trades too long, all of these bad problems. Remember, if you just stuck to a system, imagine how many losses you could avoid. Imagine all those bad weeks, bad months, terrible days that you've had that even ruined your actual mental to the point where it made you have a bad day. Imagine if you just stuck to your actual system that you knew you should have stuck to. Imagine how the day could have played out. You could have just taken a small loss. Maybe you could have just taken a little bit of profit and been okay with a small win. Maybe you would have went break even, but instead, you know what I mean, you're taking big losses. You're letting wins that are green turn all the way red, and then you're having bad weeks, and then you're getting FOMO, right? So all these things compound. In life, there's this thing called a compound effect, and when you do stuff overall, over and over and over again, and you continue to do the same thing, it's going to continue to compound. It's going to continue to get worse and worse, or it can continue to get better and better. So in life, you know what I mean, if you hit the gym every single day and you're super consistent and you go hard at it and you stay consistent with it for a couple years, you're going to end up getting ripped. You know what I mean? You're going to get jacked. But let's say you end up having FOMO, you end up not sticking to your rules, and you keep having these big losses, and you make that a consistent thing in your trading. You're going to have a dog shit trading result, right? You're going to end up losing a lot more money than you should. Remember, everything compounds in life, and if you're going to continue to do something, whether it's good or bad, just know that it all adds up and it leads to one big thing. You know what I mean? Whether that's if you work so hard on, you know what I mean, reading a book every day and practicing what it preaches, you're going to do what that book told you, or you're going to get good at what the book was saying, if that makes sense. So hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down, you know what I mean? Everything compounds in life. So once I realized in my trading, you know what I mean, because trust me, I was exactly where you were at, bro. I was at the point where, like, you know what I mean, I would do these dumb things, you know what I mean? I would have a stop loss at like negative 25%. It would hit negative 30%. And the only thing that in my mind I would tell myself is, no, I need to hold it. I need to hold it. I need it to turn around. I need to hope that this switches back to a green trade. I hope it bounces. I hope it pulls back to my entry, whatever it may be. And I remember, like, I used to think that all the time. Back, like, I'd say 2 years ago was when I did that the most, 2-3 years ago. It was insane because, like, I would take a loss and I wouldn't be able to accept it. And I think that's the worst problem in people's trading, is they can't accept being wrong. And in trading, you're going to be wrong. It is inevitable to not be wrong. It's impossible to be correct 100% of the time, 10 times out of 10, 30 times out of 30. It's just not going to happen, and you're not going to be consistent like that forever and ever and ever. There's going to be losses, and I think what most traders need to focus on isn't how to avoid the losses, it's how to keep the losses small. Because I know traders that I look up to that have 30% win rates and make millions and millions of dollars every single year trading in the stock market. Now, you don't need to have some insane profitable win rate, right? You don't need to have a 90% win rate to be profitable. You don't need to win 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. What you need to do is you need to minimize your losses. You need to accept the losses and just say, I lost, it's okay. I'm not a bad trader. I'm not a bad person. There's nothing wrong with what I did. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I lost. What am I going to do? You're going to journal that. You know what I mean? What else are you going to do? You're going to study it. You're going to look at the entry. You're going to look at how your emotions were. And you're going to basically do a whole analyzation on exactly how that trade played out. Right now, basically, to sum it down, you're going to fucking journal, right? Instead of just taking a loss, complaining, and thinking you're such a bad trader and getting upset, you're just going to journal it. You're going to understand how you can do better the next time. And if you can do that every single day, and I know it's cliche, you know what I mean? Oh, journal your trades, bro. Everyone fucking says it. But don't you think that everyone's saying it for a reason, especially the profitable traders? Like, I made $10,000 today trading Tesla, and I got stopped out on it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I literally got stopped out on it. Did I lose my conviction? Absolutely not. I took a loss. The stock faked out. Why would I get unconvicted? Took a small loss, whatever it is. Lost $2,000 or $1,500, whatever it was. And then today, you know what I mean? I made $10,000. I was currently up like 13, and then stock pulled back. But I'm swinging it. Obviously, you guys know I'm a swing trader. But the point is that, like, as long as you can let your wins big, right? If my wins are at least over 50% to 60%, dude, that's a winning trade. And if you can even let it run to 100, 150, 200, 300%, and even more, you know what I mean? That is how you truly become profitable. It's not just by trying to be right 100 times out of 100 times, right? Because a lot of people, like I said, they'll take that loss. They'll see the loss. It's like, all right, negative 25%, but you don't actually take the loss. You pray that the loss ends up going back to a win. And if you keep doing that and you keep hoping and praying, that's where you know you fucked up. Right? As soon as you see that, you need to click something in your brain to tell yourself, I gotta stop doing this. Remember, it's not your mentor's fault. It's not your mother's fault, your teacher, your job's fault that you're not making money. It's your fault that you're not making money in trading. And this is exactly why I chose this business and I chose this route out of every single thing I could have done in life. And it's simply because everything that you do wrong in your trading is simply because of you. And it's nobody else. And you can't blame any outside life, any outside problem. It's you. You know what I mean? And if you are having a hard time, it's because of you. And I love it. I love that it's like a you versus you game. It's like a self-improvement game. The only way that you become profitable, the only way that you actually succeed in this game is if you actually do what you say you're going to do. The biggest thing in trading is building trust with yourself. Building trust. Now, it might sound confusing, but if you can build trust with yourself, tell yourself you're going to do something, do it, right? Have you ever been a liar when you were younger? You know what I mean? Have you ever lied to your friends? Like, yeah, bro, I'll do this, I'll do that, and you never do it. You just, you know what I mean, lie to yourself, you lie to them, and you don't build truth with yourself. You don't build transparency. Remember, that transparency will be seen in trading. And when you can stick to that transparency, stick to the truth, right? You tell yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to not overtrade, I'm going to stick to my stop loss. If you can stay so damn disciplined to the point where you just don't do what you're not supposed to do in trading, you'll make it. There's no way you don't make it. The only reason you're losing is because of you. At the end of the day, focus on self-improving, focus on your mindset, focus on becoming a better person in your outside life, and you'll become a better trader. It's as simple as that. A lot of people, you know what I mean, they end up just giving up in their life and they just let shit fall. They don't really care. They're a careless person, and that's exactly how it's going to be in your trading. You have your stock falling, you know what I mean? It hits your stop loss. You don't care. You just want it to go back, and you keep repeating the same problem. So start to become a better person. Now, the next thing that I want to get into within this video is FOMO, right? FOMO. What is FOMO? You know what I mean? FOMO is when you have a fear of missing out on something. Your friends go to the bar, you know what I mean? You're stuck home or you can't go out, you don't have money, whatever it is, I don't know, you're not home. You have FOMO because all your friends are having fun, you're not. You see a winning trade, it absolutely rips, but you didn't get the entry that aligned with your entry criteria, so you try to chase it at the highs, you get stopped out, you get humbled. Remember, FOMO is not real. FOMO is just you playing mind games with yourself. FOMO is just you telling yourself, I'm scared, I'm a bitch, I feel like I missed out, so I need to just jump in and I need that validation, right? I need that validation of getting into a trade or going to the bar because I feel like I'm going to miss out forever. When realistically, you know what I mean? FOMO is not real. Like I said, it's a mind game with yourself. It's basically just you telling yourself, you're fighting battles back and forth with your brain. If your entry already happened and if you missed it, who knows how you missed it? I don't fucking know. Whether you were taking a shit, you weren't confident, and you didn't want to enter, and then it ripped, and now you want to enter because it actually broke out, or, you know what I mean, you were looking at a different stock and you weren't really focusing on it. FOMO is not real. It's just like, it's a thing where it's shit in the market or in life that already happened that you have no control over. And if you try to chase stuff in life, it never ends up being the best result, whether it's anything, you know what I mean? When you just get, like, let's say me personally, when I remember, like, my friends would go to the club, go to the bar, they would go to this dinner, and I wouldn't go at first, and I would end up, fuck it, I'll just show up late, like, I'll come. And then you don't even have as much fun as you thought you were going to have. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro, like, why did I even come out? I've had that situation so many times to the point where I was like, damn, why did I even go do that? I should have just stayed home. Or with a trade, you know what I mean? You chase a winning trade, and that ends up pulling all the way back. You get stopped out, and you're like, damn, why the fuck did I even chase that? I shouldn't have done that. Remember, it's all a demon battle, fucking back and forth. It's like you versus the demons in your head. You're fighting demons like fucking Ken Carson says, right? It's like, come on, man. You got to do better than that. I started to realize that it's just like, it's ridiculous, man. I've used to have so much FOMO, and now, like, if a stock breaks out, I don't give a fuck. I just sit there. I stop giving a fuck, and I realize that the only way that I'm going to become profitable is I treat this like a business. I treat this like a system. I stay systematic, and I do the same thing over and over and over again every single day. And when you're doing stuff that is random in the market, like chasing trades, like not sticking to your stop loss, you're doing a bunch of random things that aren't systematic. Remember, random actions equal random results. So if you don't stay systematic within your trading, if you don't do exactly what you're supposed to do, you'll never get that desired result. Those desired results come from consistency over time. They come from habits that have been built, and they come from sticking to the same script every single day. No matter if it's boring, if it doesn't feel the best, you stick to it no matter what. You know what I mean? It's not like you can just become insanely profitable from doing random shit, because it's not data driven, right? It's not known. Nobody's known to just start placing random bets and just fucking win. You have to have a strategy to everything. You have to be strategic in life. Whether that's hitting biceps, you got to hit the one part of the bicep that's the biggest bicep if you want to grow it. The tricep, you want to do that one exercise every single day. It's repetitions, guys. A lot of people give up on themselves too early. They stick to a plan for 10 days and then they quit immediately and wonder why they can't be consistent in anything they do. So it's very important. And the last thing that I want to go over in this video is patience. A lot of people are impatient, right? And this has a lot to do with FOMO. You realize over time, it's like you being impatient is just you trying to get rich quick, right? Breakout's about to happen, your trade is about to align, and you want to force it because you think that this is the right time. You feel like this is the best time to enter. You feel like it. Who gives a fuck how you feel? Your feelings don't matter. What is the market, your girlfriend? Stop being a little fag and just stick to a plan, right? Stop going off of your feelings. Oh, I feel like it's going to reject. Fuck your feelings, bro. Like, stop bringing your relationship into this, bro. Your girlfriend's fucking getting on your nerves. You got denied at the bar. Your fucking relationships suck, whatever. You have no riz. Like, stop bringing this relationship and all these feelings attached to trading. And no wonder you're a shitty trader. You're bringing all these feelings into trading. Stop. If you're feeling something, I feel like it's going to reject, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't feel good about this. If you don't feel good about something, if you feel a bunch of different ways, you should be out of the trade. These systems are the same thing repeated over and over and over again. It should be so damn boring. Your trading should be so damn boring to the point where it's like, oh, just another breakout. Oh, here's my entry. Buy. Okay, what's going to happen? TP. Nice. I'm up 5K, whatever. Repeat the next day. Treat your trading like a system. My fault. I had to spit. I got a Zen in this shit. I don't like swallowing that shit. But yeah, just treat it like a system. Don't, you know what I mean, do random things. Don't be impatient. Remember, impatience is just random feelings that you have. Go off of a system. There's no reason to rush things in life. You know what I mean? Let things come to you. It's the same thing as FOMO. It's like, oh, you're going to chase stuff. It's just being a lack of impatience, or sometimes even being too patient. That's a thing, and you don't want to be too patient. You want to know exactly what you should do. And if you're ever in a trade and you're like, I don't know what I should do, because people ask me, yo, Johnny, should I stop out right here? And I'm like, why are you asking me if you should stop out? What is your plan? Where are you supposed to stop out? Where did you set your rules? Remember, trading is all about setting the plan and then trading the plan. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, knowing exactly what you're getting into before you actually execute. And that's the biggest thing. So here's a little bit about psychology. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This was a good video. This is going to help a lot of traders out with understanding what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, and how they can improve. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're watching to the end of this video, I want you to comment in the comment section, I will become a better trader mentally. Say it. I will become a better trader mentally in the comment section. And I'm going to heart your comment. And if I heart your comment, that means that I believe in you and that you will continue to be a better trader. Please continue to Do the right things, continue to stick to your plan, continue to work on your mindset. Mindset is everything. Join my free Discord, completely free community, link in bio. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.